So, you want to do a video on the new tarantulas figure?
What do you guys think? Was that good? I don't know. I feel like kind of mixed on it. What I don't feel mixed on though is this freaking figure is amazing, peak cinema, peak content, peak plastic crack. So this is Tarantulas, as he appeared in Beast Wars, and thankfully it is not burdened too much by having to look like a very real figure. I really didn't like this newest wave of Transformers Kingdom that had all of the Beast Wars characters looking incredibly realistic, much to the detriment of the figure. So just pulling a closer look at the head sculpt, I mean, that is as accurate as it gets. I freaking love this guy. Love the figure, love the look of him. I wish I had my Black Arachnia out. She's somewhere in a box, over that way.
The beautiful Black Arachnia evades me once again.
She's somewhere out that way. And I would just like to say, she will come back soon. I'll make a video of her too. Both Spider-Bots. Tarantulas, though, he's pretty cool. So he's super articulated, first of all. He's got 90-degree elbow. Kind of a weird elbow. It's like super far down on his arm. But that's to accommodate for the spider legs. However, his legs are freaking great. So first of all, they kick forward that far. Back, pretty much technically unlimited, but there is a limit of the backpack and all that. However, what this guy excels in is crouching poses. So you can bend the knee, full bend. Come on, get in focus. Bend the knee, full bend. And then you can bend this foot also full bend, forward and backwards. And that is just awesome because, check it out. You can have him crouch down. And look, I didn't even try that hard. I just kind of did that in 1 second. And that's cool as shit, Oh, I'm not even flexing me. I'm flexing him, Because he looks super great crouched in any way. Whether you have him kind of hunkered down behind something or if he's, perched up on something and he's looking down at the Autobots, the Maximals actually would be more accurate. He's looking down at his prey. And he's super cool. And I just really like him. He comes with his buzzsaw weapon, which amazingly makes it go out of focus. There we go. And he comes with his crossbow, which the only thing this figure is missing would be a string attachment. That'd be really cool. If you could get a string attachment, that'd be neato. But they both go in his hands, which actually have a really good grip. Come on. There we go. And his hands right there are claws. And I love that. Love that. Very accurate. And to get him in the transformation, let's just go through it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, don't judge me. It has been a good year since I played with this guy. However, you want to take the backpack and just figure out what to do. Hold on. Okay, so you take the backpack, it unclips right here, and then the easiest way is you kind of turn the waist, and then you pull this spider head up, and then you figure out the waist again. And then that will just go right there, right over his actual face, which is pretty cool. And then you want to turn the body around, and now it'll go back in there, but don't do it quite yet, because you want it to have some leeway, have some give, You want to scrunch up the legs, and they actually do tab in right here and here, so that's pretty cool. They actually do tab it, there we go. And right there and there, pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool, come on. Ah, there we go. And then you just scrunch the feet up this way. There you go. And you tuck these under. Now, how do I get them under again? Okay, so I completely lied to you guys. You actually want to pull the thorax back like that. Yeah, I know what a thorax is. I'm a bug nerd. And then you can just kind of squeeze the legs up in there. And they do technically have tabs, but I honestly, like, it's more trouble than it's worth to try to get them to go exactly in the tabs. I don't even worry about it, dude. I just get that, sitting like that. And technically, you want to have these on the inside like this, but I prefer not to. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, I like to keep them like that. I don't remember why I like to keep them like that. I think it's better for transformation. And then you want to pull his arms forward, like so. Flip them around, and flip these all the way around. Just articulate it. I mean, I'm sure, I'm not exactly showing all this on camera, but I'm sure you can figure out how a spider's supposed to look, you know? Spin that around. Spin that around. And then, it's actually pretty cool. This will all kind of, like, form into the shape. This is probably, like, giving some arachnophobia people triggers, you know, right now. Which, like, sucks for you. I think I lied. I think I actually do like those to be inside. Maybe I'm thinking of the Black Arachnia figure. One of them, it was, like, easier to move. But anyways, and you just gotta squeeze everything together. And then boom. Oh, wait. Other side, too. Gotta do the other side. And then boom. And dudes, let me frickin' tell you, this is amazing. This is just like peak Beast Wars, peak Transformer. You know, I freaking love this Goober. There you go. That is awesome. It is a great spider mode. I love the face. I love the goofiness, you know? Again, this is one that didn't, fortunately, did not get plagued with having to look incredibly realistic and having to be exactly what a tarantula would look like, you know, the real life counterpart animal would look like. And it is so much better for it. In its mode, that's what it was. That's why I like the legs out, because the weapon storage, yeah. You want to put this between his legs. Come on, come on. Yep, right there, right there. Just like that. And then you put this right here under his belly. Just like that. And then, there you go. So that's excellent weapon storage. Goes right on the bottom. You never see it. And that is just the frickin' bee's knees, which would be a much better joke if I was doing Waspinator, which I will do Waspinator eventually. I do have him. But that's been my look at Tarantulas. This is from the Kingdom Wave, like I said. And I would absolutely recommend it. Definitely a go buy this out of 10. Love this figure. Love this character. Absolute glazing. My boy over here. And yeah.
Tarantula says that you should go buy him.
If you can find him, that is. He came in a 2-pack of Alita 1 and, him and Alita 1, which is kind of a weird pairing because they weren't even from, like, the same universe or show or anything. But hey, I'm not complaining. I needed both figures, and here we go, both figures. But yeah, that's been my look. And give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.